Hey friends, are you ready for some more Christmas treats? Well, I have got 3 more of our family favorite Christmas treats for you. I tell you what, 2 of them are so simple, you're not going to believe how easy they are. And the third one, well, it's just amazing, let me tell you that. So, if this is your first time joining in, my name's Susan, and welcome. And you know, a good Christmas treat means it's from the heart. So let's make some of our family's favorite Christmas treats. They are so good. So come on, let's get to making some good Christmas treats. And let's make some really easy cookies. Cool Whip cookies. It only takes 4 ingredients. You can have the cake mix of your choice. Chocolate is good. We love red velvet, so I'm trying the red velvet. A little tub of Cool Whip, which is, I believe, 8 ounces, 1 egg, and then some powdered sugar. It's all you need for this recipe. So, I mean, easy, simple, and quick. Let's get it all together and see how quickly we can make these cookies. And now we're going to add the cake mix, the egg, and the Cool Whip straight out of the container. And it comes out pretty easy. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix this up with the hand mixer, and then we'll be ready for the next step. And this batter is nicely mixed up. It is thick, guys. I thought, oh, I could use a hand mixer for this. Not hand mixer, but a regular whisk for this. No, you need a hand mixer. It is really thick. It really thickened up, and that surprised me. But it says to put this in the fridge for 30 minutes before we go to the powdering stage of the cookie. So let me go ahead and let this sit and cool off, and then we'll come back whenever we're ready for the powders. Now let's go ahead and start getting the cookies into the bowl and get them done. I'm using a melon scoop. I don't have a cookie scoop, but I figured this is a good heaping spoonful would work. You basically scoop it out of the mixture, and if you can see, it's very firm. And scoop it into the powdered sugar. And then get some powdered sugar all the way around it. That way it won't stick to your hands. And make it into a nice little ball. Now this is ready to go onto the cookie sheet. So let me get all these done, and then I'll bring you back. I did put the Cool Whip cookies on 2 different sheet pans, baked them at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes. I forgot to get a video of the cookies before I put them in the oven. And we got the cookies out of the oven. I probably didn't give them enough space to separate out real good, but that's okay. I'm sure they're going to be great. I'm letting them cool off before I get them out of their pans. So let's let this cool off, and then I'll bring you back whenever I put them on the dish. And here are the Cool Whip cookies. And let me tell you, we have already been sampling these things, and they are like a cake in cookie form. They are so moist. It is amazing. You could do this with any flavor of a cake mix that you want. I just happen to do red velvet because you know it's Christmassy. Chocolate would be great. Oh my God, I can't explain how good these cookies are. I mean, these are better than a cake. I don't know, they're just condensed. They're so good. Oh, but they're light. You've got to try them. They are amazing. Next, we're going to be making the no-bake caramel cheesecake apple dip. It is so good. Of course, you're going to need some apples to cut up to dip with. I've got some Heath crumble. I've got a jar of caramel. I've got some regular granulated sugar and a block of cream cheese. And believe it or not, that's all you need for this. And it is so amazing. So let's go ahead and get started making the no-bake caramel cheesecake apple dip. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and put the brick of cream cheese in the container. And yes, I did microwave it for about 30 seconds to get to soften up. And the sugar in. And we're going to go ahead and blend this up with the hand mixer until it gets nice and incorporated. I have mixed everything up. I have used my spatula and moved everything to the bottom of the bowl. And now it's time to add the caramel. And it says to add the whole jar of caramel. And I am going to oblige and go ahead and do that because I'm sure this is going to be amazing when you dip your apples into it. Now I'm just rotating it around to make sure that the caramel gets well distributed. And it is, look at that. And the Heath bar, or the Heath bits, are coming up next. And I'm just going to put them over the top of the caramel until it is completely covered. And now I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator, covered, for just a little bit to let everything get cooled down. And then we'll be ready to eat some topping. And here is the dip. Look at this. Are y'all seeing that? Look at that. Oh, cream cheese, caramel, Heath. Oh yeah, that's the bomb. That's another good one. Y'all got to definitely make it. It is so good. Oh my gosh. And we're gonna make some pecan pie bars. The first part of the pecan pie bars is going to be the shortbread cookie dough that you're gonna put on as the base. We're gonna need some flour, some confectioner's sugar, and some butter. I do not have a KitchenAid, so I'm going to be cutting the butter into the flour with a pastry cutter. Because yeah, I would love to have a KitchenAid. Hint, hint, Danny, Christmas, you know. But I don't have it. And I'm going to add in 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a half a cup of confectioner's sugar, and I'm going to add in the 2 sticks of butter so I can start cutting them into the flour sugar mixture. It does call for about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And I'm going to keep crumbling. It's almost done, guys. Yeah, I don't have a KitchenAid, so it takes a little bit with this. But what you want is, you see how it's crumbly and it's dry, but it's crumbly? That's what they're calling for. So I'm going to go ahead and finish getting as much of this crumbled up as I can, and then I'm going to spray my 9x13 dish and get the base in the dish. And I went ahead and poured the mixture into the pan, and I'm just going to go ahead and press it down with my hand. The warmth of your hand should make the butter kind of melt a little bit and make it form more of a cookie dough or cookie on the bottom, which is what we're looking for. Basically a sugar cookie. So I'm going to go ahead and get the pecan mixture to go on top of the sugar cookie base. And now we're going to make the pecan filling to go on top of the shortbread crust. We're going to be adding in some brown sugar, some flour. We're going to be adding in 4 eggs, 1.5 cups of corn syrup. And I just happen to be using the light because that's what I could find. Heavy whipping cream, vanilla, a little bit of salt, and finally 3 cups of crushed pecans. I'm going to try using my favorite small whisk and see if I can get this all mixed in together real good. And it shouldn't take long to make a nice, wonderful, sweet pecan concoction. Now I've transitioned over to the spatula so I can get down really deep. Make sure that all of the flour in the bottom is completely mixed in. And I'll tell you what, guys, this is looking really good. So now let's pour it on the shortbread cookie crust. And I'm just going to pour it on and let it self-level itself. I am going to scrape the bowl to get all of the goodness out of there because we don't want to waste any of that corn syrup or pecan-y goodness. Let me help spread it out to the edges a little bit. Now that is looking dang amazing. The oven has been preheating to 350 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven for about 40 to 50 minutes. It says depending. I think I'm going to do probably 45, cut it in between, and see how it looks, because this should be amazing whenever it's done. So let's get it in the oven. And I've gone ahead and got the pecan bars out and been letting it cool. And the secret to this is letting it cool completely. So this is definitely a Christmas treat that you want to make a day ahead so it will cool completely. Because whenever you cut into it, if it is still warm, all the middle will ooey gooey straight out of it. Well, somebody has smelled something cooking, and he's decided to come in here and check out what we've got going on. You'll have to excuse the dishwasher. It's a-going because I've been making some stuff. But little man is sitting there wanting a bite, and he knows he can't have none. Let me go ahead and get this carved up into bars or cookies, whatever you want to call it, and then see how it looks once I get it cut up. And here you go. The pecan bars. Oh my gosh, they are so good. Your family's gonna love them. I don't know if you can see all the layers in that one, but look at that. So amazing. And the sugar cookie bottom is so good. It is. Look at that. So amazing. Yep, that is definitely one that you need to make. Weren't those Christmas treats amazing? Oh, so good. You know, Christmas isn't the same without those homemade sweet treats. And these three will certainly make your family very happy. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to press that button down below and subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you enjoy these cooking videos because, hey, they are really good. And if you like this video, you'll love this video right here. Until next time, see you then.